we are live going into the first varsity Overwatch game of the semester. This is going to be our first MVC game going up against, what is it? Evansville. So we are going to be seeing a bit of a dive comp from Valpo Varsity. A little more kind of pokey, a little bit of rush from, I keep forgetting their name.
From Hazard. From Hazard here?
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, from Ben Fusick on the Hazard, looking to be a little bit more of a hyper-mobile comp, coming in with the kill already, with the pick from NH Cool Stuff on the Lucio, and with another pick from Ben coming in. As we see this pressure from Atlas, putting in lots of work, pushing back already, and this team fight has already been won, and the space has been captured before the point has even unlocked.
Yep.
So now setting up, and we see a swap coming in immediately, multiple swaps already, off of the Roadhog, back into the Reaper, with control of this high ground coming in. Again, this mobile comp allowing for this hyper control, multiple angles here.
Yep. Valpo Varsity able to hold a lot of a multiple ground, just trying to control as much space as possible, but Wit going down, Fusick going down, NH Cool Stuff finding a kill on the Mercy, but it won't be enough. They're currently down one. Miko trying to flee, but
this
Atlas
Reaper
is
trying
down.
This Reaper trying to get as much work as possible. Lucio trying to hang around, but does take an icicle to the head. That is not the best for your health, so needs to walk that one off back to the spawn room.
But that did stall a lot for Valpo Varsity to be able to get back. The entire team is back. Almost the entire team is back
Yep,
now.
Reaper
Atlas
is back here.
Yep, and so we're going to be looking for a recontest here going into it. Wit's going to be on the Sojourn trying to get a pick, and may not
finds it right in that corner there. Finds the small gap in the wall, able to get the kill on the Lucio as well. Popping the overclock. Going to be a lot of damage coming in. The Reaper finding the kill on NH Cool Stuff, but it does not look like it is going to matter. Their entire team falling down from that overclock with that pressure from Wit's early ultimate. And if you're looking at the ult economy, it's looking pretty darn stacked on both sides.
Yeah, fair.
We could very well see an ult dump fight coming in soon. Everyone here.
Yep, I am expecting a shatter relatively soon. It's looking into it. Getting two
Ooh,
early picks.
big
no
DPS
supports,
ult.
But Atlas goes down for Valpo. Reaper
Yep.
going in return though. And Westland is forced to back up.
But May uses both cooldowns, is just stuck here. Yep, I mean, as we saw, oh, what an evil wall. But as we saw, Atlas did die for that Reaper ult, but hey, took two with him and got a ton of damage on everyone else. That is enough pressure to back that fight up. And look, Valpo is still sitting on 3 ults here. Now realize they have yet to use one ultimate. The reason that Valpo has been able to keep so well is that we have been willing to spend these ults, keep this ult economy running and moving, keeping that economy going.
So I'm expecting a fair amount.
You see an aggressive beat here though.
Yeah.
This is going to be scary on point. But in comes, wow, what an ult here.
But that is going to take out NH Cool Stuff. Wit going down, Fusick going down, Atlas getting incredibly low. Beepo and Atlas
just two
are
Reapers
really
in Fade
people
looking at
alive.
each other. But hey, look, it is only the Rhine here, it looks like. And
they still
Valpo
win.
wins the fight, secures the point here. And first map goes to Valpo, as we see NH Cool Stuff beating from the top ropes, didn't even need it. Valpo showing that they're willing to use this ult economy early, keep that ult charge moving, because the sooner you use it, the sooner you can start building another one.
Yep.
So I love to see that willingness to spend had great benefits here.
We're definitely seeing a lot of one of the things that definitely hoping to see from Westland at least is a little bit more willingness to use their ults. I think that will be a lot better, and not using them all at once, because we saw like 3 ults go out all at once there.
It's so easy to just build all of your ults and not want to use it because you don't want to waste it, because your brain goes, hey, they're ultimates, they're big abilities, but hey, it can sometimes you just need to pop it, because the sooner you use it, the sooner you can start building another one. But hey,
all right, we're going to go
Valpo.
to pause here right now. They're going to be paused for probably a little bit, so we'll be right back eventually.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the second round of Busan, the first game against Westland here for Valpo Varsity Overwatch. Right back in it from the pause. And here we see this clash for the high ground. We see Westland swapping to the Orisa pick here.
Very good pick in going into it, forcing us a lot of sustainability that that the Rhine was just not able to get. But Fusik and Valpo are able to stand on their ground pretty big. But they are going to knock down that turret, which was giving them.
And we see Fusik kind of just rotating the map on them here with the early pick on the Kiri.
Yep.
With 2 early picks, trades 1 for 3. That's a good trade here.
Yep,
And down goes the Orisa, last to fall, which tends to happen with Orisa comps. Generally, what you see is teams kind of ignoring the Orisa and killing everyone around her, and we saw that executed amazingly from Valpo here.
Seeing that from Valpo, getting a fair amount of just mileage going on. I'm going to be trying to go for the very close up hold right here on this corner. Pretty decent in it, but Meepo going down early in the back. Just going to be looking for it, but
did get a trade here. But down goes Wit.
So we are seeing this.
Ooh, that's a big pick on the Orisa, though. Able to stabilize here and take some ground.
Valpo able to return back to this and being able to push them off, still maintaining point. Being able to stabilize there was a really good thing. It was not looking in Valpo's favor there.
No, it was not, but able to stabilize, played their ground and played their corners, able to take cover, understand that they didn't have the same pressure that they would have with all 5, able to use that and just take the trades where they could.
That turret is going down very early, which was one of the things that Westland was able to use their advantage. But with using a overclock in the background, but going down to the Torb ult, and going back, being forced back to point. But Westland does lose their support in the meantime, which is a trade in Valpo's favor.
We see the gates coming in from Valpo, and it's cool stuff, able to find a few picks here, including there on the Sombra, getting the exit frag with the nice wall shot from Fusik.
So going back in, this is going to be last touch for Westland. Going to be trying to find a quick touch recontest, but just going to be needing to. Everyone's holding every single angle, and we see them going underneath.
What an early pick.
Awesome. This is looking very good for both sides right here. And Fusik taking down 5, only one left is the Orisa.
That hazard ult was massive value, able to just capitalize on the fact that they had to rush point there. They had to go underneath. It was the fastest way to point. And you know what that does? That puts them right in a thin, small hallway, which is perfect for a hazard ult.
Yep, perfect thing there. And we're going to see this play of the game from Fusik right here. The question is, which one?
It looks to be the big hazard ult. Yeah, there's the example of what we were saying of how the geometry of that fight coming down was able to gain a ton of value off of that hazard ult. So really well played off of Valpo. I think what really made the difference there was the ult economy usage.
Yep.
I was really glad to see that Valpo was willing to use, but also wanted to save. They were looking for the correct opportunities, and if the correct opportunities didn't come around, they didn't use, but when they did, they were willing and ready to spend it.
Yep, we saw about 1 to 2 ults per round for Valpo, whereas I think we only saw 1 from Westland. So it was very different on the ult economy.
It was definitely more common for us to see multiple Westland ults popped at once as opposed to a steady stream of ultimates to try to turn fights, which I think is what Valpo really had that made the difference, able to keep that ebb and flow of the ult economy in their favor.
Yep, Valpo has been really good at ult economy, especially our varsity team being able to cycle these ults, Fusik running the plans and stuff. So just being able to cycle the ults is pretty good.
Absolutely, but even with the ult economy, I mean, what ults they are definitely matters, of course. These picks coming out from Valpo, I'd like to see the hazard here. We have very strong, movement-heavy character picks. We have the Lucio, we have the Sojourn, we have the Reaper, and we have the Kiri. Like, making these picks, the team comp works well together to have these mobile, multi-angle fights that they can rotate very quickly and take these off angles. And it proved really effective against that Orisa. They were able to out-rotate and get behind the Orisa and kill the rest of her team, leaving her supportless.
All right, but I think we should go to a break here because Overwatch bans have been taking a long time lately. We'll catch you right back into our next escort map as they have decided. are back, and I was actually incorrect about the name. It is actually Evansville that we are going up against. I don't know where I
Yep.
got West
So
from.
sorry about that. We actually had the wrong university that we were playing against, but we got it all sorted out now, so we're all set here on Circuit Royale with Valpo actually starting on the defense here with a little bit of a comp change here.
Yeah. Very interesting comp change, especially for holding defense here. I'm seeing a double speed comp, which is not normally ran on
Yeah,
defense.
This is definitely unorthodox here. Seeing Ram, May, Bastion, double speed on circuit is definitely quite unorthodox here. But looking at what Evansville is running, it might actually work out. They have a Mercy pocketed Bastion Torb with a hog. Looks like a Overwatch 1 style light pirate ship here, comp. But hey, this Bastion now is going to get a ton of value here. I can tell already based on the hog pick here. Going to be able to do tons of damage. Bastion on each side.
The main thing that's going to be is trying and get that Mercy pick, because she is cowering behind that corner like she should be doing.
I mean, of course, but the main thing here is going to be trying to not allow this hog to get a value pick. Hooking the Ram, even to an extent, hooking the Bastion can be okay, but hooking one of the supports especially, and there's the value hook. Luckily, it came with a trade of two. Oh, big trades. Two supports down.
Never mind, you take those. Both supports down for Valpo though, but they have to back up as well.
Someone shoot the turret. Someone shoot the turret. Oh, there goes Meepo here, which is not good here. But hey, you know, the Lucio should be back quick, and yep, there he is. Only Lucio healing though, so gonna have to be a little cautious as the Juno just comes back, able to get that Pulsar onto their teammates. The Juno, of course, being the majority of the sustain of this comp.
That is going to be a huge ult combo for Valpo here with the Blizzard and the Bastion ult coming in and just being able to wipe out the entire team.
Yep, so it was a nice hold for the first fight of Valpo, holding around this corner here. This corner is such a strong area to hold. Valpo knowing that and setting up shop right around it. Gonna have to be a little careful here. Again, this hog able to provide so much scary pick potential with this hook. But waiting here, and there it is. There's the hook.
Yep, there's the first hook. So Valpo is probably going to have to use an ult or give up some bit of space.
Valpo now on the back foot here.
Looking for a bit of space, but Wit is going into this.
And here comes the ult that you were talking about. Can we find the kill on the Moira? Pulsar should get it. There it is.
Seeing that go down, Mercy goes down, Moira
but
goes
some
down.
big trades
Valpo
here.
is in the lead with this, but the turret needs to go down if that's gonna work, and it does.
Able to hold on this corner. Fusick dancing between his shield to avoid that whole hog in point blank range. So look at the ults that were used here. We had only used one that fight and two prior, but you know, Evansville used a fair amount there. They used Torb and Hog ult, but we see the swap off of the Hog actually onto the Doom. I'm interested to see what value this Doom is expecting to gain. Doom's probably gonna find some difficulty rounding this corner here with a lack of frontline pressure.
There's also a lot of difficulty. There's gonna be a lot of difficulty specifically trying to find picks. Just because both of the supports are very mobile, and that's typically what the Doom is hoping to get out. Wit and Atlas are the most stationary characters, but they're able to push them back, and Mercy and Torb are forced to back up.
And as we see them setting up, getting ready to hold this corner again, setting up right on this high ground here as Evansville gets ready for another fight. And this Torb is already getting down to low HP and finds the pick on the Torb.
Yep,
gonna get reversed by the Mercy, but the Mercy's gonna sacrifice herself for that res. Down goes both of their supports here. And invested is the May ult.
Yeah. And this is going to be
this is gonna be the final point, or the final fight from them with the Juno Ray with Annihilation right at their spawn doors just to ensure the fact that they do not get another touch. And we see another tactical pause coming in from them. So we will be right back. We're going to head to break here as this pause gets settled. Hello, everyone, and welcome back after this break. We are getting ready for a Valpo's attack, and we see a Widow coming out. And is that a ball on Fusick?
Okay, that was not what we were originally expecting. We were seeing the Ram coming out. That's what we were expecting, but ball going to be an interesting pick. Normally not actually seen by Fusick very often. But Wit is going to be looking for these picks right here.
With the pile drive.
The Lucio right here. And just going to be going for a little more of a...
Oh, that wall was nasty. Able to solidify the pick here. And down they go. Valpo looking like they're going to be winning this team fight. It's definitely in their favor here.
Yep. And Valpo is going to be getting this. And there's potentially going to be a touch from them with their
It's going to be a shaky touch. If he can even make it. Looks like Valpo is in such a solid position to take this. Meepo able to finalize the kill. Had to swap Sombra just to get the touch, but it looks to be too little too late. Just trying to keep this game going any longer, but Valpo just simply had too solid of a grasp on the control of the payload and able to take that win pretty handily on the attack here.
Yep, Valpo just had a very good defense hold. We are going to see a Fusick play of the game from defense on Ram going to be going into this, being able to get the kill on the Mercy, which was unfortunate for them, losing both of their supports, and being able to take down the rest of them when they got frozen.
Absolutely great job from Valpo, going up 2-0 against Evansville here, so we only need to win one more map.
Yep, we're looking for one more win for Valpo here. Evansville's got some tough, gonna be a little bit hard to come back from that, but we'll see how they do. But we're gonna take a break while they do all of their little bands and stuff.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the third map and potentially final map of this Valpo varsity match against Evansville here, going onto Coliseo, rocking out on the Ramatra Reaper Soldier
Very
comp here.
similar comp to what we had first round. We are also seeing a swap between Zacher in for Fusic here. So going to be stepping down,
Ooh,
taking a little bit of a different
seen an
play
aggressive
style.
Kiri angle, and there's a kill on the Moira, able to open this team up, and another headshot, almost getting the Sojourn too. This is going to open up the team fight for Valpo so significantly, and there we go, has the team fight win for Valpo there, able to get a huge opening with these Kiri headshots.
Yep, getting the headshots. The headshots were huge openings for Valpo to just be able to walk in. Going to be taking an aggressive angle with his DPS here.
I mean, Soldier, one of those DPS that can reposition very quickly. So if this position gets compromised anywhere, he can just simply be Mr. Legs and run away, having to back up a little bit. With the Reaper still being in the fight, actually having to back away himself as well, since NH Cool Stuff goes down. Zacher actually on the tank. I didn't even realize that we had a player swap here. I didn't even realize we actually have Zacher here on the tank. So able to have a nice showing here. I think the fact that we didn't even notice says a lot here. Able to find the kill on the Moira again. This is going to be a big opening for Valpo, having one support down on their side with NH Cool Stuff trying to get a pick of his own. Barely unable to find the kill, healing himself a little bit and going back for more, trying to help his team get these exit frags, and there we go. Valpo winning the second team fight in a row and trying to gain some space here. The ult economy is definitely looking in Valpo's favor, with Valpo coming up on almost 4, with Evansville barely coming up on 3.
Yep, barely coming up on 3 for Evansville, with one of them being Shatter. So I'm hoping to see a Shatter probably this fight. Maybe a Gates, but nope, there it is, called it. But we are seeing Atlas with the massive Blossom, but that is too
and
late.
And invested is Shatter, but not soon enough. Too little, too late. His team was crumbling around him as he crumbled the ground, but not quick enough. Valpo wins the fight nonetheless with an ultimate being invested. We see the Ram swap from Evansville here.
Going to see the Ram swap. Valpo coming up on 3 ults here with just Blossom and Gates just being used there. Valpo is in the lead with the ult economy. I guess Evansville is coming up on 3. But we are seeing 3 different 3 ults as well, both sides.
Ooh, another find on the Moira. Meepo with these kills on the Kiri, able to open these fights up.
Going for the aggressive beat, but this is going to leave Valpo in a rough spot for this, as Evansville is going to have 3 ults going into this fight. This last fight,
forcing
potentially last fight.
A hyper-aggressive position here actually forces Coalescence out from them, as they need it to be able to touch, and keeping the distance here away from that Blossom.
Yep, Valpo is able to take out both supports, just the tank and a single DPS left, and they're able to keep pushing.
And this is going to be a full push from Valpo, and there's the third game. Valpo heavy-handedly able to take this set away from Evansville, being able to walk into the first game of the MVC conference with a W under our belt. A great start to the season, as we see this wit play of the game here on Soldier, finding the kill on quite a few of them. I looked at this and saw which play of the game is it going to be.
Yes, so that is a great way to end out the first game of the season for Valpo Varsity Overwatch. Just going to be going in, as this week is a huge week with the first week of MVC starting in with Rocket League tomorrow. Is it Smash Bros on Wednesday, and then on Thursday we have our first ever Valo game. So
very excited for that.
Very excited for those games this week. We are not going to have anything on Saturday, and next week is the start of NECC. So
absolutely. So we'll see you later this week, and thank you guys for tuning in.